My name is Cynthia Orozco. I'm 15 years old. Mary Kay Ash once said, "Don't limit yourself. You can go as far as your mind lets you. Remember in what you believe. Remember you can achieve." In the video you just saw, my first GirlVentures trip, I was 12 years old. I have been on every GirlVentures trip since. Each expedition has given me memories and lessons that will be kept with me for the rest of my life. One vivid memory I have is from my Project Courage trip in 2011, the one you just saw. We were out rock climbing, and as you can see, I was scared. It was my first time rock climbing. I was afraid of heights, and I was shaking on the way up, gripping with my fingers and toes. Then I can remember that moment. I reached the top of the climb. I was overwhelmed with emotion. I was so proud of myself, and I knew that that was just the start of a lifetime journey. This past summer, I completed GirlVentures on the Rise. This is the course for high school girls, and we're going to summit Mount Langley in the Eastern Sierras. It was the 8th day of a 10-day trip, and we're pretty tired. It was going to be our hardest and longest day of hiking, so we woke up at 4 in the morning when it was still dark and stuffed ourselves with extra oatmeal that day to fuel us for the grueling day ahead. After some time, I remember one of our instructors pointed to what looked like a hill going straight up and said, "That's Old Army Pass. We're going to hike through it first." We all looked at her and said, "There's no trail there. How are we going to hike that?" We kept on going, step by step, inch by inch, and guess what? It turns out there was a trail. When we got to the top of that one, that's when the real work came in, and we saw Mount Langley was ahead. To complicate things, I started to experience a growing pain in my knee. It felt as if every step I took, my knee was getting jabbed and as if it was going to buckle. But I kept going, trying my best to block it out and wanting to keep up with the group. We had been walking for an hour or more, and I remember getting to a part where it seemed the mountain was going like this. We all spread out a little and walked up through a sandy part of the mountain that had bits of snow surrounding it. All I felt was my throbbing knee. I really thought that was the moment I had to turn back. As we settled on some rocks for a water break, I made the decision to keep going. I couldn't turn back now. We were far too close to let my knee come in between me and the top of Langley. We kept walking, and I remember blocking everything out and just having my mind tell me, one foot in front of the other. You're almost there. You have to keep on going no matter how slow. Somehow I kept going. When we finally got to the top, I sat down and took everything in. I took a look at my surroundings and saw in the distance the top of Mount Whitney. I saw the beauty of all the lakes surrounding us and the 14,000 feet of elevation we had just hiked. I told myself, this is what you've worked for. This is a moment you should cherish and remember for the rest of your life. The lesson I learned that day was a culmination of all my GirlVentures experiences. I learned that my mind is stronger than my body, that my body sets limits that I know can be surpassed when my mind is set to a goal. Every day I keep this in mind, that when I'm faced with a conflict, whether that be the adversity that life gives me or my body, I know that if my mind is strong and determined and I'm strong and determined, that I can keep a clear vision of my goals and overcome any obstacle in my way. I'm a person who has a desire and passion for soccer. I remember trying out for a team and getting denied. I remember telling my dad, maybe this isn't for me and I should leave it and move on. After going on my next GirlVentures trip, I went back and tried out for a soccer club again, and I got accepted. Every year I keep growing as a player. GirlVentures has shaped me to know that when someone doubts me, to not let that affect me, because I know if I'm strong, determined, and have the desire to chase after what I want, I can make it. That my goals and aspirations can be met if my mind and my body are committed to them, that it's on me to stay committed and to keep a clear vision on what I want. Thank you.